Hello and welcome back. Today we will discuss an important topic of grammar, that is participle clauses. But before we get into that, let's quickly review the basics of clauses. So what are clauses? The clause in grammar is a group of words containing a subject and a predicate. Subject means which perform the action, and predicate what the subject is doing. Let's take the example. The curious cat explored the mysterious garden. So in this example, the curious cat is the subject, is the one that performing the action. It is also the focus of a sentence. And the predicate is explored the mysterious garden, because it provides information about what the subject is doing. It includes the verb explored and the object, the mysterious garden. There are two types of clauses. The first one is the main clause, which is also known as independent clause, and the second one is subordinate clause, which is known as dependent clause. So main clause is that stand alone as a complete sentence because it expresses a complete thought. For example, she reads a book. And the dependent clause is that cannot stand alone and depends on the main clause for meaning. For example, because she was interested in the plot. So the complete sentence is, she read a book because she was interested in the plot. So in this sentence, she read a book is the main clause because it expresses a complete thought. And the dependent clause is the because she was interested in the plot. Because to understand the meaning of the subordinate clause, it need to be depend on the main clause. Now let's explore a more advanced type of subordinate clause, that is participle clauses. Participle clauses are advanced grammatical constructions in English that use present participles, that is the verb plus ing form, or past participles, that is ed form, en, or any irregular forms of verb, to provide additional information about the main action in a sentence. They help in creating more concise and complex sentences by combining related ideas. Here we discuss the present participles and past participle. Let's explore the first, present participle clauses. A present participle clause is a type of subordinate clause that uses the present participle, that is verb plus ing form of the verb. It provides information about an action happening at the same time as the main action in the sentence. For example, smiling and enjoying the moment, she sang a song. In this sentence, the main clause is she sang a song. It is a complete thought expressing the action of singing. Smiling and enjoying the moment is the present participle clause because it starts with the verb plus ing. It describes the subject's emotional state of the circumstances surrounding the main clause. Let's take another example. Laughing uncontrollably, they completed the puzzle. Here, laughing uncontrollably is the present participle clause. It provides additional information about the subject state or actions at the same time as the main action. And the main clause in this sentence is, they completed the puzzle. It is an independent part of the sentence that expresses the main action. Next one is past participle clauses. The past participle clause is another type of subordinate clause that employs the past participle, that is ed, en, or any irregular forms. It conveys information about an action that occurred before the main action in the sentence. For example, surprised by the sudden noise, she opened the door. Here, the main clause is she opened the door, and the past participle clause is surprised by the sudden noise. It is the past participle clause. Here, she opened the door is an independent clause because it describes meaning on their own. And the past participle clause started with the ed form. Means it is the action that occurred before the main action in the sentence. The next example is encouraged by his team's sport, he completed the project. So in this sentence, encouraged by his team sport is the past participle clause, and he completed the project. It is the main clause in the sentence. Encouraged by his team sport, that is the action that occurred before the main action, which is the he completed the project. So that is the past participle clause. So participle clauses enhance sentence structure by conveying additional information and creating a more dynamic and engaging narrative. They are valuable tools for expressing complex relationships between actions and events. Thank you. Thank you for joining me in this exploration of participle clauses. Thanks a lot.